Hello everybody, welcome back to Tea Time with Aloha and Coco, guys. I'm Vicky. If you are new around here, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below to be part of the Tea Time family. So guys, for today's episode of Tea Time with Aloha and Coco, we are actually on board the Symphony of the Seas, and today we are going to uncover all of the food options on board. I'm going to share with you all of the buffets, all of the meals that are included here aboard, and all of the specialty restaurants. So I'm going to show you everything there is to eat on board, free and not free, and we're going to discover what the best food options are right here aboard the Symphony of the Seas. So we are starting off our food tour on deck 4 aboard the Symphony, and we are going to check out Iumi. Iumi is a hibachi restaurant, and it's one of our top choices as far as restaurants goes. It is pricey, and you do have to pay for it, but if you're looking for a good experience, this is definitely one of those that you should consider. So let's head on over to Iumi on deck 4. So this is Iumi. As you can see, they have hibachi and they have sushi. This should be on every Oasis class ship. And I want to show you guys a little look as to what it looks like inside. We've eaten here so many times, I've lost count. But this is the hibachi area. As you can see, they have 3 different areas for it. And just absolutely spectacular. It's one of my favorite places. And you have an ocean view right there. Then over on the opposing side, there is sushi available, which is fantastic. If you don't want to do the hibachi and you want a quick bite, you can do the sushi. I've done both. They're both spectacular. You do have to have major reservations for this area. It is almost near impossible to get a reservation if you didn't make it beforehand and you stop in and you're like, oh, I really want to do hibachi. Chances are you're probably going to get either no reservation or probably on the last day when everybody's packing. That's where you're gonna have to be here. So make sure you grab those reservations. And I wanna talk to somebody to talk about times and pricing. And then over here, they're usually open for you to be able to just sit down and grab some sushi. It usually isn't a problem, but I would make reservations just to be safe. Let's get times and cost.
Yes, ma'am. That's actually a set menu. For the starters, we have the green salad, which we serve to everybody. Then we have the fried rice, which our chefs make a la minute. Also serves for everyone. So basically, we don't take the order for the appetizers. So appetizers is served for everyone. So the waiter basically take the order for the main course and the dessert. As we are taking the order for your main course and dessert, we take the drinks order as well. So once we place the order, we give it to the chef. So chef start preparing whatever he have to get according to count. Then we get the started like a edamame over here. The bread is edamame, so that's a Japanese bread for us, right? So once that is done, the chef will come and repeat the order for everybody. Look out for the allergies. Anyway, the waiters always ask for allergy before he takes the order.
It's one of my favorite experiences on board, and I know that you guys offer some sushi, and that's a la carte. It depends on what you want.
Yes, ma'am. It's a la carte. Over here, it's a set price. We have classic and the premium. As you see, there are 2 prices for you over there. So the classic can have only 1 meat, and you choose one. But our premium, you can mix and match. We can go out of the menu, like for there, when you say samurai, it's a fillet and a shrimp. But some of them like fillet, but you don't want the shrimp, but if you don't want chicken, you're more than welcome.
So we can definitely work with what's on here. Just follow that, the classic price or the premier combo price. And what are your operating hours when you're at sea and when you're at port?
At sea, basically, madam, we open at 12 to 1:30. And 4 days we are closed. But for the dinners, yes, we start from 5 to 9. But the hibachi will be 5 from 9:30. So as I said, we start at 5, then we have 5:15 and 5:30. Then again, we have next one at 7, 7:15, then 7:30. Then again 9, 9:15, 9:30. So basically, we close on the sushi side at 9, and hibachi we take the reservation last at 9:30.
Wonderful.
So we finish by like 11:30, almost 12 o'clock. But a guest goes by 11.
Awesome.
Right.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And out here you guys can see some of the options for small and large plates, some signature sushi, chef's signature rolls. There's a bunch of options here, and you can take a look. Again, if you want to screenshot this, if you want to pause the video to watch it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to place this here. Hopefully it works so you can scan and see the menu. Again, just a lot of information to take in. I feel like if you're coming to the cruise for the first time, it's so important to get all this mapped out, so when you come, you're not a little bit lost. We are still on deck 4, but we're going to be visiting one of the places. You guys know that I already said it is Iumi, you gotta pay. But on deck 4, 5, and I believe 6, 3 decks, there is the main dining room. Now the main dining room offers breakfast and dinner, and there's like sometimes in between, I believe you can get lunch. I'm not 100%. We're gonna go talk to somebody because I want to get this information for you guys. So we got some information for the main dining room, quite a lot. My suggestion to you is to make sure you check the app daily, because they're telling me here that it really depends on what day it is. Sometimes they serve breakfast, sometimes they serve lunch, sometimes they serve brunch, and it is entirely up to the passenger to go ahead and check the app, or even come to the main dining room the day before and try to see what days are offering what. But for the most part, you're looking at least brunch daily, sometimes breakfast, sometimes lunch, you never know, but check daily for that. They also have my time dining that starts from 6:45 p.m. to 9 p.m. Make sure you select a time between that time frame, and you have the main dining seating, which is 5 o'clock p.m. There's a lot of information to take, so just make sure that if you're going to be eating at the main dining room, which is free every single day, just get the information for breakfast, lunch, or brunch, because it does change daily depending on whether you're at port or at sea, or really what's happening internally. So before we get to deck 5, I am standing on deck 6 so I can show you one of the spots that you can pick up some drinks. This is the Rising Tide Bar. It looks like a little boat, and you can see that it has like little glass doors, so you're able to get into the Rising Tide Bar, and it's like an elevator. So what it's gonna do is you can get on deck 5, get on board, order your drinks, and then it goes all the way up like an elevator to deck 8, which is Central Park. So this is one of the options. You have to purchase drinks. Now again, this is something you have to pay for. If you have drink packages, there's many drinks that would fall under that category, but those are options that you have. So just remember, this is something you have to pay for, but you do have options of purchasing packages where the certain drinks would be included. Also on deck 5 is the Bionic Bar. This is a bar, and one of the cool things about this bar is that everything is done by robots. Again, this is something that you have to pay for. It is not for free, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the hours of operation. They're usually off when we are at port, and depending on your cruise, the days and the ports are different, but this is what it looks like as far as time is concerned. And if you want to purchase a drink made by these robots, it's really simple, because all you have to do is go to tablets that they have. They usually have the tablets either on this high top right here or these high tops. They are mint colored, at least for this ship right now. And you go ahead and you place your order on the tablet. And as soon as the order is received and paid for with your room key, you go ahead and you go to this screen where you see how long the wait time is for, as well as everything that it's taking to make that drink for you. And then the robots start going to work. They have all of the alcohol up here, and they just mix it. And then what you would do is, once your drink is done, it'll say it on the screen. So I will go over to this table. I will wave my room key right here, top of number 2, and the cup will then be brought by the robot, or some sort of mechanism in the bottom will be brought forward, where I get to get my drink and then take a seat here. So this is another option for drinks that have to be paid for. Up next, we are heading to Cafe Promenade. At Cafe Promenade, they have many options for food, little quick bites that you can pick up throughout the day. Let's go check out what they have and see what times you're able to pick up breakfast items, lunch items, and a couple of like snack items for nighttime. So it is currently lunchtime, and these are some of the options that you guys have here for quick little bites. If you want to relax, you have some fruit, you have usually cookies. Cookies vary depending on day. They change the flavoring, but they usually have wraps and little sandwiches and a couple of little desserts. The desserts change daily as well, and sometimes they tend to have like sugar-free and gluten-free items for those of you who have specific dietary needs. In addition, they also have some coffees that you can consider, like Starbucks coffees, but you can purchase coffee here. This is also for sale, so any of these coffee options are for sale. Cafe Promenade is open 24/7. They do not have a point in time when they are closed, so you can get something to eat all day. They do have a transitional period where they change from breakfast items over to lunch items, and that's the only time where you're going to see that the shelves are empty. Up next, we are headed to Sentos. Sentos is a pizza spot here aboard the Symphony Deck 5, and they too have a schedule for their pizza just because they have to serve it during lunchtime. So let's get the time for that and let me show you what they have in store. They also have a bunch of pizza options that are available on a daily basis, and it changes depending on what day it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask the time of operation and show you guys what they have in store. So we're here with, what's your name?
Yastin.
And?
Javier.
So we're here and we're asking them about the pizza spot Sentos. Can you guys tell me what time you guys open and close every day? What does it look like?
For every day we are open at 11:30 until 3 o'clock in the morning.
So
it's
11:30 to
long hours,
3 a.m. And I know there's one day where it changes. It the last day that we're sailing?
Embarkation day, 2 a.m.
Awesome. So you guys heard it here, 11:30 a.m. all the way to 3 a.m. every single day of sailing. And then our last day aboard, they close at 2 a.m. And then they have different pizza options. It changes daily. I know you guys have different options that change daily.
Vegetarian, cheese pizza, and pepperoni.
That's our pizza choice for today. Thank you so much. Over on deck 5 as well, we have Copper and Kettle, and this is an option for some alcoholic beverages. It's just like everything, you guys have to purchase your alcoholic beverages. And once you get into a drink package, that's when you fall into what would qualify for that or not. So this is an option for you. Let's head on over to another food option. Now, I will say there's definitely no small amount of bars on board. There's so many bars. Here at Boleros, you have a full-blown bar. It is open daily. I'd like to say when we are sailing, it's open all the time. Once we are at port, you start to see some of these bars close up. But there is a bar here at Boleros. If you want a nice little cocktail, you can pick that up. And then over at On Air, there is also a bar. So this is the location where you would see a lot of trivia going on, a lot of activities going on. But the most popular thing to do in this location is karaoke. And when you are watching the karaoke superstars, you're able to pick up some drinks over at this bar. So just know that there's different options as far as bars, but I'm really concerned about food. And as soon as you step out of here, you have a Starbucks. So let me show you what their options are and what that looks like. So this is the Starbucks on board. They have plenty of options, but I will tell you that there are no ways of heating the food. So if you want like a pastry or something like that, it comes as is. There's no heating. They do have blended drinks here at Starbucks. It's a full-blown Starbucks for the exception of the heating of the food. But we're gonna get times because it's super important. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you guys?
Very, very good. We wanted to ask you a question. What is the time that you guys are open and what time do you guys close?
Okay, so we're open at 6:30 in the morning every day until 10:55 at night.
Wow, so you guys have plenty of options here. Like I said, you guys have a ton of pastries, ton of drinks, blended options, and then you have all day to come and drink from Starbucks and eat. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye. Now we're gonna go and head on over to the Boardwalk, which is on deck 6, because they do have food options there, both free and specialty options, which you have to pay. Let's go check them out. And now we are at the Boardwalk Dog House. These are hot dogs and other options. This is completely for free. So if you want hot dogs, they have plenty of things here. They have potato salad, coleslaw, and you can come pick it up. Now they do have beverages, but again, there's like beers and Coke products that you would have to pay for, but you do have water as an option. They open at, I believe it's 11:30 in the morning, and you can have all the items available to you completely for free. Right across from the hot dog stand, you have Playmakers. It's a sports bar and arcade. This is one of the specialty restaurants, which means you have to pay in order to eat here. Now, this is wings and burgers, very much a traditional like sports bar. Let's see what they have in store and let's see what their operating hours are. As you can see, they also have a bar, so you can purchase some drinks here. But I'm interested in what's on the menu and their operating time. So let's see if we can find someone to help us out. After mentioning that, look at what I found. You can do 10 drinks, a savings card for $99. Share the package with family and friends. Visit any bar on board to purchase your card. So you can get 10 drinks for $100, and that's an option that you guys have. I know that there's other drink options, but this is something that if you're thinking, you know, a drink per day or one for you and your spouse, this is an option. So guys, we're here with Serge and we want to know, what are your operating hours? What time do you open? What time do you close? What does that look like on a daily basis?
Hi guys, my name is Serge. I'm a bartender here at Playmakers. We actually have different opening hours, but one's definitely for sure. We always close at 12 midnight. But on C days, we open at 11 a.m. and on port days, we open at 2 p.m.
Awesome. Okay, so that's, you guys have an array of times, so just be mindful of that. Can you give me some of the items that you guys have on your menu? Something that you recommend people like definitely come by and try out.
Oh, this is the only venue that offers the best chicken wings that we have on board.
That's what we wanted to hear, chicken
yes.
wings.
We actually have it on different flavors, buffalo sauce, barbecue sauce, and Jamaican jerk. So it's definitely a great choice for our guests. And guests could also mix and match it if they want 12 buffalo sauce. They could always choose 6 buffalo or 6 Jamaican jerk. Well, whenever it's workable, we always do it for our guests.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Serge. See you soon.
Thank you. See you.
And now right across from Playmakers, we have Johnny Rockets. This is definitely one of those options that you know what you're getting if you're into cheeseburgers, if you're into shakes, if you're into French fries with cheese sauce, you know that this is the spot. Now, they used to have free options back many moons ago, but now it's not quite like that. Now you pay a fee and you have basically all you want to eat, for the exception of the shakes. You have to pay for each shake. So let's take a look at the menu. You have starters and sides. You have fries, chili bowl, onion rings. You have sandwiches, burgers, beverages, and extra toppings. Let's find out what the price is on this and the times, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so these are the hours of operation. This is just for you to get an idea. We are sailing from Fort Lauderdale, so they open at 11:30 in the morning on C days, which means if you are not at port, they will be opening at 11:30 a.m. and then they will be closing daily at 10 p.m. And then days that you guys are at port, which means you're at a location like Falmouth, Jamaica, whatever the case, they open at 2 o'clock p.m. and they still close at 10 p.m. So let's find out how much we're spending here, because this is a specialty restaurant just like Playmakers. So I have all of the information for you guys. So it's $16.99 and you get an entree, you get a dessert, and you get, I believe, 2 starters. Hello, how are you? We're recording, we're sharing all of the information for YouTube, our YouTube channel. Yeah, so I'm letting them know that it's $16.99 and you get, what do you get with $16.99?
2 starter, 1 main course, 1 dessert, and soda.
And soda. So soda's included in the $16.99. And if you have a drink package,
Yes,
you can
get free milkshake.
perfect. And we also have breakfast here, I heard.
Yes.
You guys have, and it's complimentary, I heard.
The breakfast is complimentary.
And the breakfast, depending on the day, if it's a port day, I heard it was 7:30 to 9.
Day is 7:30 to 9:30.
And if it's a sea day,
8 to 10.
perfect. So you guys know you can get your breakfast here for free and you can get lunch. You pay $16.99 and I'm about to have some lunch. So I'm going to take a seat and have some lunch here. So one thing worth mentioning, if you are a Diamond Plus member, you have, or Diamond member, you have drinks that you can get for free. At this moment in time, I'm Diamond Plus, so I can get 5 drinks for free, but a Diamond member can get 4. And these shakes could be one of the drinks that you get for your status. So just keep that in mind. Thank you so much. So we have our menu. Let's get to seeing what we're gonna eat. So this is the Route 66 burger. It's my favorite. It brings caramelized onions, mushrooms, and Swiss cheese. My husband got, what was it that you got me? The original. It has like pickles, tomato, pink onions. It has the works. And then the girls just got plain cheeseburgers with lettuce, cheese, and ketchup. Starting to eat. An honorable mention here at Sugar Beach, you can get ice cream. It does cost money, but there's a free option on deck 15. So we are on deck 8. This is considered Central Park aboard the Symphony and the Oasis class ships. And on this particular floor, we have a number of restaurants. We have both specialty restaurants that you pay for and restaurants that you don't. Let's get started. Once you are here, you're going to see that the whole boardwalk, or I'm sorry, the whole deck is divided by some sculptural pieces in the middle. So you can go left or you can go right. I'm going to start with left. And here we have Chops Grill. Now, Chops Grill is a specialty restaurant, and they have things like filet mignon and family style appetizers. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the menu. This is what the menu looks like. There's a couple of items that you can find on this menu that, for example, let's say you want a filet mignon or something of that nature, you can actually pay to have Chops Grill deliver it to the main dining room, the one that you eat for free. But let's say you want a filet mignon and the rest of your family doesn't want to spend money on dinner. They want to eat at the ballroom. They can, and all you have to do is just go ahead and say, you know what, I'd like a filet mignon from Chops Grill, and they'll deliver it at dinner time to you in the main dining room. So this is what their menu looks like. So Chops Grill has 2 times of operation. If you are at port, if your boat is docked because you have reached a location, you are going to only be able to have dinner here. Now, if you are at sea, you can have lunch and dinner, or lunch or dinner. Now, be mindful that you need a reservation to eat in these specialty restaurants like Chops, 150 Central Park, Iumi, and there's one, Jamie's Italian. A lot of these require reservation. You may be lucky and you may walk in and say, I'd like to have lunch or dinner, and they may have something. It's happened to us where we walk in and we want something and we're able to sit down. But we've also had it happen the other way, where we want to eat somewhere and they're like, well, we don't have anything until like the last day at sea. So just be mindful, make your reservations ahead of time so you assure you go eat where you want. And in this restaurant, Chops Grill, you gotta cough up the money because it's going to cost you. I'll go ahead and put how much it is per person there, and let's go discover another restaurant. Now we've made it to 150 Central Park. This is another specialty restaurant, very, very similar to Chops Grill. This is the menu, so you can take a look at it. If you want, go ahead and pause the screen so you can really get an idea of what it looks like here, but at least you have an idea of what this menu looks like. We've reached another bar. The Trellis Bar, located on deck 8, is a great option if you're looking for a nice little drink. Sometimes people like to sit down here, read, grab a little glass of wine or a mocktail or a cocktail or whatever the case, and that's a great option. Let's head on over to our next dining option, which is Park Cafe. Here at Park Cafe, they offer some breakfast and some other bites throughout the day. Let's find out the times and what they have. So these are the hours of operation for Park Cafe. You have breakfast from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and lunch served from 11:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. Now this is definitely a healthier option if you guys like salads, or you guys like hello, if you guys like salads, if you guys like wraps. This is definitely cleaner options. They have lots of wraps, lots of pesto sandwiches. They have a lot of paninis, fruits. This is all included. So all included in what you pay for the cruise. So you do not have to pay for this. This is completely for free. This option is for free again. They have cookies, they have fruits, and numerous desserts. And like I said, some of the pastries, desserts, wraps, they change throughout your cruise stay. They also have roast beef sandwiches. And my favorite part from this Park Cafe is the salad bar. They have tons of options. If you're looking for a healthy option, this is it. Tons of dressings and salad toppings. It's a great little spot. Again, this is completely for free. So now you know. Now we're hopping on over to Jamie's Italian, definitely one of my favorite restaurants. This one is a specialty restaurant, so let's take a look at the menu. Again, you can pause the screen so that you can take a better look. This is definitely one of our favorites. Everything from the kids menu is curated with such elegance. The food is just spectacular. We absolutely love Jamie's Italian. We are actually doing this tomorrow. I'll go ahead and insert the price, but same as I mentioned before, Jamie's Italian opens for lunch and dinner. Unless you're at port, then it only opens for dinner, which is why we have reservations for tomorrow. Again, this is the Jamie's Italian restaurant menu. Now let's take a look inside. We are now approaching vintages. This is a definite must for the elegant couples, those that want to have a little bit of wine. Let's find out what the pricing is here. I've never been here before. It's never really caught my attention because I'm not a drinker, far from it, but they do have menus here with different wines and the pricing. Again, you can go ahead and pause the screen so you can take a look. Everything from bottles to glasses are available here. I'm going to find out what the timing is for opening and closing because I think this is a little bit different. Let's find out. So we are here with, what is your name?
Harswadi Priya Utomo.
Oh, what a lovely name. Well, thank you for welcoming me. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you talk to me a little bit about vintages? What exactly is vintages?
Vintages actually is a wine bar.
Okay.
They are doing wine by the glasses and by the bottle. So far as people would like to having a bottle, with the deluxe package, they're having 40% off under 100, offer 120% off. And also because for group of people, sometimes they don't drink wine. Also, we do having a several thing, which is we have bourbon, we have gin, we have scotch also. So to accommodate people.
Wonderful. And I see that you're setting up something here. You guys offer tastings as well.
Yes, in the 8 days cruising, we do having almost every day from the second day until the end of the 8 days. We do have different wine tasting. Today is a connecting continent, which is from different continent of the grape resources, which is like Europe, South Africa, Australia. Well, we have the American Latin and American.
Wonderful. And when are you guys open? Are you open daily from what time to what time?
In the port day, we do always open like noon to midnight.
Okay.
Sorry, in the sea days. And the port day, we are open like 3 to midnight.
Wonderful. So 3 to midnight when we're at port, and
at sea, we have noon
to midnight. Wonderful. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Excellent.
Right now, we are headed to deck number 12 for Wonderland. Wonderland is another experience that you have to pay for. It is a specialty restaurant. It is $59.99 for adults plus an 18% gratuity included to the bill, and children $14.99 plus the 18% gratuity already included. Now, this location only opens for dinner time. There's no lunch or breakfast, so keep your mind on that. If you are going to be reserving this experience, it will only be available for dinner. Now, I will say that it's very immersive. It does include a whole bunch of really cool effects during your experience. Everything from the time and the point that you walk into the restaurant until the point that you leave, you are in this immersive land of wonder, and it is truly an incredible experience. Everything from walking in through that magical door to actually discovering what the menu has to offer is immersive, and it's incredibly wonderful. However, I am not a fan of the food whatsoever. There's no aspect of the food that I enjoy, and we have tried everything on the menu. Now, if you are interested in a really cool experience, I say go for it, but it's kind of that one and done type thing where you try it once and you probably won't check it out again. Again, $59.99 plus 18% gratuity for adults, $14.99 plus 18% gratuity for kids. And just look at this immersive and wonderful restaurant for yourselves. If you are interested in seeing the items for yourself, I will go ahead and link a video down below that was from our last visit aboard the Symphony of the Seas, where we tried everything off the menu just so that you can see it for yourself. So go ahead and once you're done with this video, click that link below and you're able to see everything. Up next, we're heading to the Salarium Bistro. They offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner, delicious and super healthy, and the best part is completely complimentary. Then we're heading to a Local Fresh, a Mexican buffet. I absolutely love this option. It's completely complimentary and the food is divine. I've been to this restaurant so many times I've lost count, and not once have I ever been disappointed. The food is completely fresh and made exquisitely. My favorite spot to eat on board, even with all of the options of being able to pay, specialty buffet, whatever the case, this is my go-to spot for lunch and even for dinner. I love this location. And now we're headed to deck 16 for this specialty restaurant, Hooked. I absolutely love this location. Let's take a look. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a tour. So again, we're at Hooked. This is the forward part of the ship, deck 16. As soon as you walk in, you see those beautiful blue double doors. I always say it feels like I'm in like the Hamptons. Everything is just like, it's like a boathouse. So beautiful. And you can check in right here. More decor, and then you have this like a seafood bar, and they place items here on display for you to check out. Look at that, how cool. Oh, hi, look how cool that looks. That looks awesome. Even the flooring, everything is just so beautiful. And then you have all of the tables. Usually when we come, we sit in this table. Every single time we've dined, we've sat at this table. Look at how beautiful this is. Look at that little log up there. Awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the menu options for this specific restaurant, but I know that they have killer crab cakes. Let's sit down. Up next, we are heading to the Windjammer. The Windjammer is a free buffet, and they serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love the Windjammer because breakfast is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., 11:30 to 3 for lunch, and dinner from 5:30 to 9. They have so many wonderful dishes that they bring out daily that are completely different from the day before. I love this. If you are traveling on board an Oasis class ship, really any class ship, because everybody has a Windjammer, I would highly recommend a breakfast experience there, a lunch, and a dinner. The fact that it's free, I can tell you with great certainty that you're not going to have an issue dining at all on a ship absolutely for free. I would highly recommend that you try the free options first, and of course that you check out the app, which I will show you in just a bit. By doing so, you're going to see what free options you have on board, and then if there's something that you're not totally happy with, maybe you can then experience a specialty restaurant. But I can tell you, I'm obsessed with the Windjammer because they always have something for everyone. So we are in the room, and I wanted to show you guys another option for food. If you guys are in your room and you want to stay in, you could go ahead and go on your screen, and you're going to go ahead and go right here to ship information. Once you get to ship information, you can go ahead and see all the options you have. So they have desserts, they have kids and sides, favorites, sandwiches, appetizers. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select sandwiches just for you to see. Once you select the option, it shows you everything you have, and then it's going to go ahead and specify here exactly what you have to do. So what you have to do is you have to dial room service. The number is 4800, and they specify here that it's $7.95 per room delivery. So you're not paying for the food, you're paying for the delivery. And in addition to that, they will be charging an 18% gratuity. So our total came to about $9 and some odd cents, so almost $10, and that was including gratuity. So you don't have to do additional gratuity, know that it's included. And then you could just give them a call, and the TV screen is your menu. So this is another food option. Just wanted to share that with you. And I wanted to wrap up this video by showing you something really special. If you go on the app, the Royal Caribbean app, you will see towards the bottom a dining icon. Once you click it, it will show you all of the restaurants, the main dining, and the best part is through this app, you find out when everything is open, when everything is closing, and if you have to pay for a certain experience. Let's click 150 Central Park here. Once you click 150 Central Park and you scroll down, you're going to see dining time, what they're offering, and you're going to see if it costs anything. As I mentioned in the video, you see the prices right there, and you see that even on certain occasions like New Year's or Christmas, if you're on board, you're going to pay a little bit extra. So always check your app for pricing, times of operation. That's going to help you a great deal. So guys, that is our tour. That concludes our tour of all the food you can get aboard the Symphony of the Seas or an Oasis class ship. Now, Oasis class ships have very similar food options, if not almost the same. Iumi is a regular in Oasis class ships. You have an Italian restaurant. It may not necessarily be called Jamie's Italian like here in this one, but there is Italian options. They also have the Windjammer. They have pretty much everything we showed on this tour. And another question I get a lot on my videos when I talk about cruising is, well, Vicky, are certain things available that may not necessarily be on the menu? Are they able to get certain things? I will speak from my experience. There has never been a time where I say something like in the dining room that I'm like, listen, I would really, really like for a specific item, and I don't see it on the menu, but I know you guys have it because I've had it another day. They always go above and beyond for you because they want to make sure you have the best experience possible. So just keep that in mind, and if you want something specific and you don't see it on a menu, always ask, and they'll be more than happy to help you with that. Anyways, this is going to conclude our Symphony of the Seas menu options, free, not free, specialty dining, buffet, everything. We covered everything, and I'm hoping that you guys can stick around for future videos where we talk about other things. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at Tea Time with Aloha and Coco, and I'll see you all in our next video. Until then, don't forget to stay magical.